Hi guys, this is going to be just a little video of like my favorite party light items, like fall type decor, fall, Halloween, whatever. One of my favorites is this warmer. And it has, like, this has the leaves, and it is actually, they're magnetic, so you can change it out. And there's snowflakes, and here's different snowflakes. There's one that has birds. There's one that has like a, just like a scroll design. Then you put your little melt in the top. It just plugs in. Here's the Halloween one, and it's like two different magnetic. So I have a couple of those throughout the house. I love those. Another one of my Halloween ones is this warmer. This one you'd use a tea light instead of it plugging in. See, it's got like the tree, the spooky tree, and pumpkins and a cat. So that just sits up like that. Then you put your tea light and then your melt on the top. Another one of my favorites is this Spooky Eyes Hurricane. Actually, I have two. I have my whole Halloween set up here. Here it is with a candle in it, so it lights up the eyes. I just have a tea light in it. Not a big candle, but yeah, so there's your spooky eyeballs. And I actually have two more of the smaller ones with the spooky eyes. They match the tall. And then this little Dracula guy, he holds a tea light. And then I have these candles that have the bats. I have this little candle holder, and it's like thick, sturdy glass. Another one of my fall favorites is this little, holds tea lights, just has the leaves cut out. Orange and black striped candle for Halloween. Then there's this candle holder. It's a tree. I love that. That is so awesome for fall. There's a glare, but yeah, so there's that. There's this set of tea light holders. You just put whatever you want in them. Right now I just have some candy corns in them, just for decor. I put little miniature Christmas bulbs in them at Christmas time. So there's those. I love those. I have this little warmer. It just has the butterflies on it. And you just have a tea light, and then you put like the liquid in the top. That is cute. That's not fall, but I'm on a roll. Back here in Jay's area, we have this warmer, because it's just dark colored, you know, with a little design on it. So it's kind of manly. Which actually they have a football warmer now, which we might get for in here. I have this giant leaf platter with just 3 pillar candles on it. I love that. I have my big, huge, this is cinnamon bayberry. That's a huge 3-wick candle. I light that around Christmas time. Obviously not on that shelf. And I do like Scentsy also, because like that's from Scentsy. And I do like Yankee Candle, so it's not all just PartyLite, but the things I'm showing you are just PartyLite. So here's this jar that holds a giant 3-wick candle. It's got the PartyLite logo. You can leave the lid off or put the lid on, and it holds these little tea light holders. Or you can have the top off to the side somewhere if you wanted to just have it sit down. So there's that. In here in the bathroom, on this little shelf, I just have this little pumpkin warmer. You can leave the lid on or off. It's just a little pumpkin. Upstairs in this bathroom, I have the little pineapple. I used to have this in the kitchen, but so there's the, you put the melt in there. So there's a little pineapple. Then in here in my room, I have these little votive holders. I think these are just like a sexy look. I don't know. I love these. So I have 2 of those. Here's the other one. And these little trays, these are from the desserts collection. I think these are adorable. You can just hold whatever candles you want. And then I also have these little, it's a heart. It's kind of angled. So when it sits down, you have your little, the back stands up taller than the front. So I have 2 of those little hearts. And then I have 2 of these little, they're like the votive holders I just showed you, but these are opposite. I love these. And they just hold tea lights. So there's that. I have these little candle holders with the flowers. I have short and I have tall. Those are so cute, especially with a colored candle. I have this warmer that's similar to the other ones, but this you would just use a candle and not, instead of it plugging in. This warmer, it's kind of messy. It's just white with light goldish accent. And then here's the top. So there's that warmer. I have this warmer, ouch, which there's a layer in between here, and only this heats up. So down around here you can put a picture or whatever down in here, so when it's on it lights up, because that whole thing lights up. So there's that one. Here's this one that actually changes color from like pink to blue and I think to green. You just put your little, it plugs in, you put your melt in there. And here's a little top. This used to be in Adri's room until I got her a different one. And then here are the, see, here's 2 of this one. It has the birds for like the spring, summer. So there's just the 2 birds that would go on these warmers. And then here's the, here's the scroll pattern. Just pretty. And that would go on one of these also. Yeah. So you can pretty much match it to whatever season, holiday. This is another one of my favorites. It's a glass container. I have little beads in the bottom. And it holds tea lights. And I just had, see, it's thick, good quality. I had starfish in there for the summer, and now you already saw my table set up for now, but in the winter I put little glass ornaments, like sparkly ornaments in there. And with PartyLite melts, let me show you one. If you're not familiar with PartyLite, it's like Scentsy, you know, with all the melts and the warmers, but PartyLite has actual candles, so it's not just warmers and stuff. And each one of these, like if you get a Scent Melt Plus, that's what this is. This is black vanilla. Jeez, it breaks into 9 different pieces, and these aren't like transparent like the cheap ones at the, you know, at Walmart or whatever. These are like solid, and the smell lasts for days. And if you're interested, like if you go to my page, if you're interested in any scents that you want to smell before you would buy, message me and I can send you scents. Like that's black vanilla. This is pumpkin apple cider. This is crimson berry. This is bayberry. I mean, there's a ton of scents. Some that are just seasonal. Some that are all the time. There's French vanilla, honeydew melon. I mean, there's so many scents. Cinnamon sticks, sparkling cinnamon. There's just so many. There's fruity scents. There's woodsy scents. There's like eucalyptus-y scents. I mean, just check out my website. I'm not saying go buy stuff, but check it out. If there's anything that you might be interested in, like I said, let me know. what scent, and I can mail you a scent to try out, and then you'll know if you like it to see if you want to buy it. This is one of my favorites. This is just the tea light tree, which it's a mess because I moved it and spilled it when they were melted. Let me just show you, because it's only 3. But when you put the top on, or the globe, whatever you want to call it, it looks like a bunch. Looks like they just keep going on and on and on. So that's another one of my favorites, especially when it's super dark out. We have the windows open so you can't really tell. Like I said, with Scentsy, it's just melts and things that are flameless. But with PartyLite, you have, you know, votives. You have your scent melts that you break up. Tea lights. There's like these little hangy things, like that's got cinnamon bayberry. And then like here's a vanilla refill that goes in that, and it just hangs up and lets the scent out. You saw pillar candles, like all the accessories, you name it. So, I mean, yes, I like Scentsy, but PartyLite just seems to have more variety because I do like my candles.